Good morning, children.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. We'll wait for 2 minutes.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Children,
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, children. Yesterday, I had posted the full chapter of factorization in the group.
Yes, ma'am.
Please, did you check your this group? I had posted the scanned copy of chapter
Yes, ma'am.
factorization. So please try to solve each and every question. Solved examples are also there for your help. Okay, because both expansion and factorization are little difficult. It needs a lot of practice.
Ma'am, there are 4 exercises.
Yes, correct. Okay, Girija, keep your video off if there's a problem. But you are there, right? Because I'm going to first solve your doubt and then I'm going to proceed. Where are you?
Yes, ma'am, I'm there.
Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you are there. Okay. So first,
Ma'am, actually, I did not understand the substitution, ma'am.
okay, let me just first solve her doubt and then I will proceed. So quickly today I was planning to take up another third method of solving linear equations. So just give me a minute. I'll display the question.
Ma'am, even I have a doubt.
So we will keep a doubt clarification session again. Since this doubt was related to this chapter only, so I thought I might as well just cover it up. Okay, I'll share the screen. So cross multiplication for the timing, I'll just put it on hold and I will just do the clearance of doubt. So this is doubt question. The question is like this. I'm writing the question. 1 upon 7x plus 1 upon 6y is equal to 3. And the next one is 1 upon 2x minus 1 upon 3y is equal to 5. So who will tell me how to go about it? Aishwarya. Can you see anything not so common in this?
Which method? Elimination or substitution?
I prefer elimination because elimination we tend to make less mistakes.
Ma'am, but we can take any method.
You can take any method. Yes. How are we going to do it? Yes, Rohan.
Ma'am, it's again fractions, ma'am.
It's again.
Fractions.
I'm not able to hear you, Rohan. Can you repeat that, please?
Ma'am, the variables are in the denominator, ma'am.
Yeah. Correct. So the variables are in the denominator. Now pay attention, children. 1 upon 7 into x can be written as 1 upon 7 into 1 upon x. And 1 upon 6y can be written as 1 upon 6 into 1 upon y. Similarly, for 1 upon 2x can be written as 1 upon 2 into 1 upon x, and 1 upon 3y can be written as 1 upon 3 into 1 upon y. Now this 1 upon x and 1 upon y, I'm going to use another variable u and v. Are you getting? Please copy this so that I can just remove it and proceed with the question quickly. Done? Yes, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'll just quickly erase this. So that means what I will do is I will keep my 1 upon v u sorry x as u and 1 upon v. You don't have to show this step which I have shown right now. It is understood. For explanation I showed it. Otherwise it is not required. So you will just write this. Let 1 upon x is equal to u and 1 upon y is equal to v. So your equation will become 1 upon 7u plus 1 upon 6v is equal to 3 is your new equation. These were first and second. So I'm going to name it third and fourth. 1 upon 2u minus 1 upon 3v is equal to 5 is my equation number
Ma'am,
4.
ma'am,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
can we directly write u upon 7 plus v upon 6?
you can. You want to go write it that way?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I will write it that way. That is one and the same thing. So instead of one, this thing, you write u upon. So this is, I'll just erase this. So it is u, v, u, v, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now I will proceed. So this is my final equation. U upon 7 plus v upon 6 is equal to 3. U upon 2 minus v upon 3 is equal to 5. Now tell me, how do I go about it? How do I'm saying eliminate. Now I see that my third equation has a plus sign. Fourth equation has a minus sign along v, right? So I will try to make this v upon 6 and v upon 3 I will try to change in such a manner that they become exactly same, and when I add them I will just cancel them because plus and minus are opposite. So you have to just what are you going to do? Tell me.
Ma'am, we multiply equation 4 with 2.
If you will multiply equation 4 with 2, it will become 2v by 3.
By 1 by 2.
Huh?
1 by 2.
Very good.
Multiply that
Excellent.
by 1 by 2.
Excellent. Excellent. You will multiply it with not 2 but with 1 by 2. So complete thing, I'm going to just multiply fourth equation only with 1 by 2. So when you are multiplying, you have to multiply all the terms of the equation and not just one. So when you will multiply, you will get u by 4. U by 2 into half is u by 4 minus v by 6 is equal to 5 by 2. This is your equation 5. Now I'm going to deal with 3 and 5. So I'll just rub the upper part.
Ma'am, now we will subtract 3 and 5.
No, you don't have to subtract. You have to simply add because I have got ready to use plus and minus signs. So if
Okay,
you will subtract, the sign will change.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So I will just you will just add them. So you have to be very careful. So 3 plus 5. So you will write u by 7 plus v by 6 is equal to 3. This is your equation 3. And next equation is Next equation is u by 4 minus v by 6 is equal to 5 by 2. You have to simply add them because you know this plus sign and this minus sign will cancel by adding only. If you will subtract, this minus will become plus. So cancel. So
Yes,
u
ma'am.
by 7 plus u by 4 is equal to 3 plus 5 by 2. After that, just take the LCM of the left side. What is 7 and 4 LCM? 28. Cross multiply. 4u plus 7u is equal to, take the LCM of the right side also. 6.
It will be 3 to the 6 plus 5. Yes.
So 7 plus 4 is 11 u upon 28 and 11 upon 2. So u is equal to, I'm doing it here only children, u is equal to 28 into 11 upon 2 into 11. So 11 cancels, 2 ones are and 2 14s are. So you've got u is equal to 14. Now once you have got the value of u,
How did you get 28 into 11 upon 2 upon 11? 2 into 11?
Cross
you
multiply.
have to get the value of u, so you transpose 11 upon 28 to
Transposition.
the other side, so it will reciprocate.
Oh, okay.
So these things children, now at this stage, please I mean be aware. Basically now these are very simple things to ask. So it is expected that you will understand how transposing, because these all things we learn in grade 5 and grade 6. So the rules are same only. Now u is equal to 14 I have got. Once I have got u, I will get the value of v by putting it in any of the equation which has u and v. So I have equation 3. So in equation 3, I'm going to put value of u, which is 14 by 7 plus v by 6 is equal to 3, which is 7 ones are, 7 twos are. So v by 6 is equal to 3 minus 2, which is 1, which means
V is equal to 6.
v is equal to
6.
v upon 6 is equal to 1, so v is equal to 6. So this is value of v and this was value of u. And remember what was our x and y? We had assumed that
1 upon 14 and 1
1
upon 6.
upon x is equal to u. So which means 1 upon x is equal to, you put the value of u, which is 14, which implies that x is equal to 1 upon 14, and similarly you will get y is equal to 1 upon 6 after equating 1 upon y is equal to v. Are you getting how did I get this? This is 1 upon v is equal to, 1 upon y is equal to v, which is equal to 6. So y is equal to 1 upon 6. So these are the actual variables. So Girija, did you understand? Yeah, Girija. Is she there? Yes, Girija, have you understood? Girija? Children, keep your videos on. Rest of you, those who don't have any problem and those who have not sent a mail. Okay, now we will proceed with the cross multiplication thing, which is slightly complicated, children. So we need to understand. So have you all noted this question?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Cross multiplication method. So let's understand what is cross multiplication. Now pay attention. This is slightly longish method, but it is not difficult. But we need to be very careful when we are applying this method. Most of the time they will mention in the question that solve this pair of linear equations by cross multiplication method. If they don't mention, please do not apply this method. Most of the time we apply elimination method, which is the easiest method, which I applied in the previous question also. That means one of the variable you will eliminate, get the value of the second variable, and then apply that second variable in any of the equation and get the value of the first variable. Now look here. On your screen, I'm going to just write something. Please turn off your audio. Now switch off your audio. Whose audio is on? Okay. Now here, look here. General form of any linear equation will have both variables x and y. So my equation will appear like this. A1x plus B1y plus C1 is equal to 0. A2x plus B2y plus C2 is equal to 0. Now I will have both the equations which will have same variables x and y, or maybe u and v, or s and t, but most of the time you get equation with x and y. A1, A2, B1, B2 and C1, C2 are nothing but numbers. So to give it a general form, I have not used specific numbers, otherwise it becomes a specific equation. So to tell you the skeleton, what kind of skeleton will the equation have, I have used letters. So that means A1, B1 and C1. Also A2, B2 and C2. They are nothing but numbers. And most of the time your C1 and C2 will be on the other side of equal to. But when you are applying this cross multiplication method, you have to keep this in mind that everything should come on left side of the equal to sign, and right side should have only number 0. So this is very important step. Please note it down somewhere. All terms, including the constant number is also the term of that particular equation. So all terms on left side
Ma'am, can you please repeat?
of the equation,
I couldn't hear you.
and right side should be 0.
Ma'am,
That means, yeah,
can you please repeat? I couldn't hear you.
okay, I said that normally your linear equations, two equations you will get, they will appear like this: a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0, and a1 b1 c1, a2 b2 c2 will be some numbers. So most of the time the constant numbers appear on the right side of equal to. But when you are applying this cross multiplication method, you have to make sure that everything is on the left side and right side has only 0. Are you getting my point? So please make a star mark and write this, what I have written on the board. This is very important because most of the time we miss out this. So do I proceed now, children? Yeah?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. So this is written. I hope this is written. So I'm just rubbing it. I need space. So now what I will do is, I will show you some arrangement which you need to do. Okay. After this, what you will do, unlike the previous two methods, we straight away start solving the equation. You will not do that. You will do this. X, Y, and 1. You will write it in one line with some gaps in between. So X, after that, a gap, then y, gap, and then 1. After that, you will start with b1, b2, and you will write it below in the next line, but not just below x. It will be slightly
Ma'am, why we have
towards,
taken 1?
yeah,
Why we have taken 1?
it's like that only. You have to take 1.
Okay, ma'am.
Because this, I mean, all questions you'll have to take 1.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, this is the step for applied to all the equations. So below x, you will, in the next line, you will write b1, and below b1 you will write b2. But b1 and b2 will not be, and x will not be in the straight line. They will be slightly towards left side of x. Then between x and y, there is a gap. So in the next line, you will write c1, c2. Then in the next line, you will write A1, A2. Between the gap of y and 1, you will write A1, A2, not in the same line, but in the next line. And then you will finish your this with B1, B2 only. So I started with B1, B2, and I ended with B1, B2 only. And I went alphabetical order. After B, C comes, and after C, A will again come back, because I have only 3 variables A, B, C. So I started with B, then move on to C, then back to A, and then back to B. So please note it down.
Ma'am, I didn't understand this
What have
one.
you not understood? I have just written on some
Ma'am,
arrangement. I have not done any calculation.
please.
Huh?
Ma'am, can we take A1 and A2 as first?
No. This is the way it has to be done. You will only start with B1, B2.
Okay,
Then
ma'am.
you will move on to C1, C2, then to A1, A2, and then to B1, B2. You
Ma'am,
cannot
why you have
start
taken
with
again B1, B?
that. I will tell you. I mean, this is the method. This method is applied to all. So this is the standard method of doing it by cross multiplication. So first you will be writing this arrangement.
Ma'am, so this is the method we'll be using in every question.
Or if it is cross multiplication, yes, this is the method. So this arrangement,
But as
so
ma'am,
this is first line, this is second line, and this is third line. Cost of, yes.
oh ma'am, but as you said, B1, C1, B1, B2, A1, A2, and C1, C2 will be numbers. So how will we arrange it?
How will we arrange them? That I'll show you. You first pay attention to this. So done? Are we done with this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am.
Now what you will do is, after arranging this in this manner, now you need to understand your x, y, and 1 will remain same only in the actual question, but all your A1, B1, C1, and A2, B2, C2 will be some numbers, negative or positive, that we will see. Okay, so the second row and the third row will be some numbers, but here, since I am doing it with general form, I have written letters. Now what you will do is, from left, top left corner, you will make one arrow like this, downward arrow, and then from the bottom right left, you will make another arrow like this.
बंद तो कर दो, डिस्ट्रैक्ट हो रहा है. हाँ ठीक है.
Please switch off your audios. So like this. So first arrow moving downwards and next arrow moving upwards. Understood? So
Yes,
this
ma'am.
arrangement you will be writing. It is slightly longish and tedious method. I told you earlier, we don't straight away start solving the equation, but all these things we do, and then finally we solve and get the answer. Okay. Now after this, you will write this. X upon, and what below X, what are the two lines? B1, B2 and C1, C2. You will first multiply B1 with C2. That means top left to bottom right is the first multiplication, which will be written in the denominator of X, and B2 multiplied with C1. So what I have done after doing all these steps, I wrote X, then I put upon sign. Then I will check out the two columns which are on either side of X. On the left side of X, just below X, are B1, B2. On the right side of X are C1, C2. So you will first multiply the arrow which is pointing downwards. So that is B1, C2. Then put a minus sign. Then multiply the arrow which is pointing upwards, which is B2, C1. Then put equal to sign. Write Y. And check out the two columns which are on the left side of Y and on the right side of Y, not in the same line but slightly below. So again, bottom arrow is C1, A2. You will write C1, A2 minus the top, the upward arrow C2, A1. Then again put equal to sign, write 1.
And this
Again,
too tedious method.
see the downwards arrow which is A1, B2, and put a minus sign, upward arrow A2, B1. Now, after writing this, for getting the value of X, because finally I have to get the value of X, remember? Now, in place of this expression, children, which you can see in the denominators, all three denominators, there will be some numbers, because you know that A1, B1, all of them are actually numbers. So you will get some number after solving this expression, and this expression. So after solving, what you will get, X upon some number is equal to Y upon some number is equal to 1 upon some number. After
But why we have taken minus sign?
we take minus sign only. That is the
Okay,
rule.
ma'am.
So all these are rules. The proving is not in your course, so I'm not going to do it because proving is very tedious. It's not there only. So you just remember that this is the method. We have to take minus sign only. Okay. Now, so that means you will get X upon something after solving this expression. Let's say I get X upon 4. In place of this, again, you will get some plus or minus number. So let's say I get X is equal Y upon minus 3 and 1 upon, let's say I get 12. For example, I've just taken an example. To get the value of X, you will equate the first fraction with the last one. So X, because all of them are equal. So X upon 4 will be equal to 1 upon 12. So to get the value of X, I'm going to transpose 4, which is 4 upon 12, which is finally 1 upon 3. To get the value of Y, I will equate this Y upon minus 3 with again 1 upon 12, and again I will get Y is equal to minus 3 upon 12, which is minus 1 upon 4 after cutting. So this is how we get two values. So this is the method. Now I'm going to take the actual question and I'm going to solve it in front of you so that you understand how it is done. Okay, so I'll take one question. Now I'm going to take the real question. So, okay, so these are your equations. First equation is 2x minus 3y minus 12 is equal to 0. And your second equation is x plus 2y plus 1 is equal to 0. I told you that your very first step is to check something. Can anybody tell me what was that first step?
Ma'am,
all the
term should be on the left
term
hand
should
side.
be on the left side and
Very
0
good.
should be on the right
Excellent.
side.
Right-hand side is
That
equal
means
to
all
0.
terms should be on the left side. So in this equation, they've already given me that. They have kept all the terms on the left side and the right side is 0. So that step I will not have to do because it's already done for me. I will now compare this equation with the standard one, which is this. So here my A1 is 2. And what is my B1, Pranjal?
3
No.
minus 3.
Minus 3, yes, because your standard equation does not have a minus sign. So actually you will write this equation like this. I have not made any changes. I have just attached minus sign with 3. So I have clear cut B1 and I have clear cut C1. Isn't it? So the just remember that your standard equation doesn't have minus sign. So if you see the minus sign in the equation, you have to attach it with A1, B1 or C1, and similarly for A2, B2 and C2. So now I'm going to compare it with the standard one, both of them, and write what is my A1, B1 and C1, A2, B2 and C2. Okay.
But how did you get this?
How did I get
minus
this?
12?
Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
This is the question given to me. How did I get? No, this is a question.
Okay, ma'am.
Now on comparing, I get A1 is equal to 2, B1 is equal to minus 3, and C1 is equal to minus 12. Isn't it? Again, A2 is equal to 1, B2 is equal to 2, and C2 is equal to 1. So I have got all the number values. Please write it down.
Ma'am, how A2 is 1?
What number is attached with X in the second equation? If it is X, can you say that it is 1X?
Yes, ma'am.
So A2 is 1. Note it down.
Ma'am, I'm not getting it, ma'am.
What you are not getting?
Ma'am, the A2 and B2 and C2 value.
What is the standard form I have written? Can you see the general form?
Yes, ma'am.
If you compare this equation, the number which is attached with X is A1. So what number is attached with X?
2.
So what is your A1?
2.
What number is attached with Y?
Ma'am, ma'am, I got that, ma'am, but the second equation, I'm not getting it. Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. I got it.
Please note it down. Now, I'm going to now write the arrangement. So I told you first is that you will write X, Y and 1 in one line. Then in the second line, not exactly below X, you will write just on the left side of X. We will start with B1, B2. So B1 is minus 3, B2 is 2. Then after B1, B2, between X and Y, it is C1, C2, which is minus 12 and 1. Then between Y and 1, it is A1, A2, which is 2 and 1. And then again, you end with B1, B2 only, which is minus 3 and 2. So we got this arrangement. Right? Please write it down. Now after that, I'm going to multiply. So first I will make all downward arrow and then I will make all upward arrows. And then I'm going to write it like x upon. First I will multiply the downward arrow, that is -3 into 1. So you just write it over here, -3 into 1. Put a minus sign and then -12 into 2. Again put equal to sign, y upon. Again below y, on the left side of y it is -12 1 and the right side it is 2 and 1. So I'm going to multiply first the downward arrow, which is -12 into 1. Put a minus sign, then 1 into 2. Then again put equal to sign and then 1 upon. Again multiplication of downward arrow, 2 into 2, and minus sign in the center, -3 into 1. And then I have to simplify the denominators. X upon -3 plus 24. Please simplify the denominator, which is with x. Then put equal to sign, y upon -12 and -2 is equal to 1 upon 4 plus 3. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to just simplify it even further. So okay,
Be x upon 21 is equal to y upon minus.
now I will write x upon 21 is equal to y upon -14 is equal to 1 upon 7. Now to get the value of x, I have to simply equate first fraction with the last one. That means x upon 21 is equal to 1 upon 7. So I'll just do it.
Then where will the middle term go?
It will not go anywhere. So x upon 21 is equal to 1 upon 7, which implies x is equal to 21 upon 7, which is equal to 3. To get the value of y, I'm going to equate middle fraction with the last one. Y is equal to -14 upon 7, which is equal to -2. So these are the two values of x and y. So this method, it's longish and there is a particular way of doing it. You have to first get your A1, A2, B1, B2 and C1, C2. Write it nicely with the sign. Then you have to make this arrangement.
So now we are
Every
supposed to
time
write
this
the-
arrangement is very, very important. If this arrangement is correct, then most of the time your answer is correct. Make this arrangement, then write it in this format which I have written, this one, and then simplify.
Ma'am, are we supposed to write the solution set also?
Yeah,
Are we supposed to write the solution set also?
yes, that applies to every question. Solution set is equal to bracket open 3 comma minus 2 bracket closed.
Okay, ma'am.
This is
That
so
applies
tedious
to,
method.
huh?
Too much tedious method.
But what to do? It's there in your course now. I will take another question now. Do I rub this, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, we are going to have 1 hour classes, ma'am.
1 hour. Yes, it is. I mean, this 15 minutes I can clear your doubts, but I wanted to just finish this so that you can do
Because
the.
chemistry ma'am was telling it's 45 minutes period.
It is 45 minutes and 15 minutes are I have kept for doubt clearing, but I cleared the doubt in the beginning only. So I will just continue with this same so that we just get over with this, and I will give you the exercise because it needs a lot of practice, children. This exercise, which will have cross multiplication method, most of the time children make a lot of mistakes in this because they will give you minus signs also, and there you make mistakes. So I'll just do one more and then we'll wind up. Is it okay, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
I hope you're
ma'am.
not tired.
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay, we'll just do one more so that it is clear, and I'm also at peace that I've been able to clear the most complicated part of the chapter. Okay, I'll take one more. So it is, first equation is 3x minus 5y is equal to 19, and 7x minus 3y is equal to 1. Two equations are given to me. I have to get the value of x and y. Now, Yashraj, please tell me the values of A1, A2, A1, B1 and C1. Oh, switch
Ma'am,
on your
A1.
camera.
Yes, ma'am.
Switch on your video.
Okay, ma'am. So, A1 will be 3x.
3x. Do we take x also in A1 or just the
No,
number
ma'am.
part?
A1 will be 3, B1 will be minus 5, and C1, no, C1 will be, I think, 19. C1 will be 19. Then B1,
Okay,
A1
is
will
it
be
correct?
7x.
Abdut, is it correct, or we are supposed to do something else also before this?
Ma'am, first we have to take all the
Ma'am, we have
numbers to the left hand side.
Yes, ma'am.
C1 is
Yes.
minus
So
19.
C1 is minus 19.
Yes, very good.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
Yashraj, you didn't tell me the first step, which was getting all terms on the left side. So we have to be very careful because if you don't get it, you will make a mistake in C1 and C2. Right, Yashraj?
Yes, ma'am.
So now tell me what are your A1, B1, C1?
Ma'am, A1, B1 and C1 are 3, minus 5 and minus 19.
Okay, Girija, tell me A2, B2 and C2.
B1,
No,
B2 and
Girija.
C2 are 7, minus 3 and minus 1.
Yashraj, I'm asking Girija. Yes, Girija, tell me.
Ma'am, A2 will be 7x, B2 will be 3y, and
B2 will be?
minus 3y.
Do we include Y also, or we just take the
No,
number?
no, minus 3,
C2?
minus 1.
Okay. Now Manas, tell me the next step. Yes, Manas, switch on your video and tell me the next step. Do I do the arrangement like this? Right, Manas? Samiksha, tell me the next step. Yes, Samiksha?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, tell me what should I write now in the second line?
Ma'am, B1 by B2
Not by B2, B1 and
upon
B2.
B2.
You don't divide B1 and B2, right?
Yes.
So minus 5 and minus 3, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Between X and Y?
Ma'am, minus 19 upon minus 1.
No, not upon, not upon. Just minus 19 and minus 1. Isn't it?
Yes,
Because if
ma'am.
you will say upon, you will write also upon, which is incorrect. We are not dividing it, right? Then between Y and 1,
3 and 7.
3 and 7. And after 1,
Minus 5 and minus 3.
very good, excellent. Okay, now Kavya, tell me the next step.
Yes, ma'am.
Quickly.
Yes, ma'am. Then it will be x. Sorry, we will have to multiply minus 5 by minus 1.
So we will just first put arrow so that we don't get confused, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So I will just put arrows. Downward arrows and upward arrows. So till here everything is clear? Yes, Yashraj, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am, it is clear.
Okay, I'll just rub the first part. And then finally I have to get the fractional form. So
X upon.
X upon, very good.
Upon minus 5 into minus 1.
Huh.
That
Then
will do.
minus
X upon minus 5 into minus 1. When the things are in negative, always we put inside bracket. Okay, then put a minus sign, and minus 3 into minus 19 is my first fraction. Then I will put equal to sign y upon minus 19 into 7,
into
right?
7. Yes, ma'am.
First downward arrow, then upward arrow, minus 1 into 3. Then I will put equal to, so I need some space, I'll just rub it. All these you have to show. I am rubbing it side by side because the screen is small and I need space. So everything has to be, whatever I have told you, everything has to be shown. Is equal to 1 upon and 3 into minus
3
3
into minus 3.
minus, always we put a minus sign in between, 7 into minus 5. And then you have to simply solve it to get the values. So
x upon 5 minus 57.
wait, sure. So I'm going to finally multiply 5. Minus 5 into minus 1 will give me 5. And 3 into 19 is
57.
57 with a minus sign, because you can see 3 minuses.
Yes, ma'am. 2
And then y upon minus
130.
Minus,
plus 7.
what is minus 19 into 7?
Minus
133.
Minus 133.
130.
Minus
Minus
130
130.
plus 3.
Plus 3 is equal to 1 upon
Minus 35 plus 1.
Minus 9
plus
then
35.
plus
Isn't it?
35. Yes, ma'am.
So x upon minus 52, isn't it? 5 minus 57 is minus 52.
50. Yes, ma'am.
And
Yes,
y
ma'am.
upon
130. Minus 130.
minus 130. Very good. And which is equal to 1 upon plus 35 and minus 9 is
Plus 26.
20 plus 26.
plus 26. Now to
Sign
get the
together.
value of x, I'm going to equate first fraction with the
Second.
third one.
Third. Sorry.
So
X is minus-
upon minus 52 is equal to 1 upon 26, which implies x is equal to minus 52 upon 26. Children, I'm going little, slant because I don't have space. So minus
Okay.
2, right? Similarly,
Yes.
get the value of y also and tell me what is y.
Minus 5.
Minus 5.
Minus 5. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So are we done with it? I mean, have you all
Yes, ma'am.
understood
Yes.
finally?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
So
ma'am.
initially it appears to be difficult, but then once you start doing it, you will get the hang of it.
Ma'am, but I didn't understand that linking of first and the third expression.
Linking of the
First and third expression.
first
That I
and third, that is x upon 52 is equal to 1 upon 26.
Okay.
Yes, this is what you're saying.
Yes, ma'am. I understood, ma'am.
See, all fractions are equal. So for finding x, I took first fraction, equated it with third. And for finding y, I equated second fraction with third. Because all of them are equal. You can choose any two.
I got it. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, welcome. So we will finish the class here. And please solve all your factorization
Thank you,
questions.
ma'am.
And most probably today evening or tomorrow I'm going to post the picture of this also, because now we have done 3 methods: substitution, elimination, and cross multiplication. So I'll be giving you the exercise related to it. Okay, so please do it and don't keep it pending, otherwise you'll forget everything, and then afterwards you'll tell me that ma'am, I have forgotten or I have not understood. But right now you all are saying that you have understood. So today evening only most probably I will be putting up the exercise for this. So start, at least do 5 questions today itself,
Okay.
so that you don't forget by tomorrow. Okay, so
Yes.
children, we'll stop here. And it was
Thank you,
a
ma'am.
good class today. And I am happy that
Thank
you
you,
all
ma'am.
showed so much of interest. Have a nice day.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome, children.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.